Hello, YouTubers. How are you today? Well, today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to go. I wanted to show you or go over an example of the power of the Rosary. I've been praying the Rosary now for over 2 years, coming on 3 years, and I've come to realize that the Rosary Prayer does have a power to it that it's unexplainable, uh, but it's still there no matter how you want to assess it. Uh, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And as you can see on the screen here, the 15 promises granted to those who recite the Rosary. The website is themostholyrosary.com. And I wanted to focus again today on number two, promise number two, which states, I promise my special protection and the greatest graces to all those who recite the Rosary. And I have gone over that particular promise and shed some light on its meaning. But basically, it's the Rosary is promising special protection and greatest graces. Grace. It's going to give you grace. So to elaborate on this particular promise, I went to another website called miraculousrosary.blogspot.com. And as you can see on the screen here, it says the Rosary stops a serial killer in 1978. And if you read down here a little bit further down here, and I'll go over it with you, it says at 3 a.m. on January 15th, Bundy entered the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University and murdered two girls before heading off to search for more victims. When he entered the third girl's room with a bat for a weapon, he saw a rosary clutched in her hand, dropped the bat, and fled. Later, the girl told authorities that before she left for college, she had promised her grandmother that she would pray the rosary every night for protection, even if she fell asleep in the process. This is what she had done that night, and she was still holding the rosary when the murderer entered her room. Bundy later confessed to over 30 murders. Father Joseph M. Esper says in his book, With Mary to Jesus, ironically, when Ted Bundy was on the death row awaiting execution for his crimes, he asked Monsignor Kerr to serve as a spiritual counselor, and the priest took the opportunity to ask about that terrible night. Bundy explained that when he entered the girl's room, he fully intended on murdering her. Some mysterious power was preventing him. Father Esper adds, and not only does it, in quotes or in parentheses, the Rosary aid our own spiritual growth, it also undermines the kingdom of Satan. The famous Vatican exorcist Father Gabriel Amorth testified, one day a colleague of mine heard the devil say during an exorcism, every Hail Mary is like a blow on my head. If Christians knew how powerful the Rosary was, it would be my end. Pray the Rosary daily for protection and to defeat the forces of Satan. So what I've been doing in my earlier videos is stressing the importance of praying the Rosary, reciting each and every day. And I was adding a promise, or I was actually focusing on each and every promises on a particular video. And if you want that particular promise, which there are 15, you need to pray or recite the Rosary each and every day to be able to access those particular promises. And this girl, this is going back to 1978, because she was praying the Rosary and was uh, basically reciting each and every day, devoted, that when Mr. Ted Bundy entered her room, he had felt the, a mystical power that would not allow him to murder that third girl, because he already had murdered two. So apparently he had the ability to kill a third one, and he confessed to murdering over 30 people. So this man was a killing machine, so to speak. And if it wasn't for the rosary and the power of the rosary, there would have been one more that would have died. And so it just goes back to that particular promise that if you recite the rosary each and every day, you will get, and this is what our Virgin Mother says to us, that I, or she, promises her special protection and the greatest graces. And luckily for this particular girl, she had tapped into the special protection, and basically the rosary had saved her life. So this is just another example of how powerful the rosary is, and why I continuously make these videos, because I want everybody to have that special protection, and to receive greatest graces, and to receive signal graces, and all the other promises, shall not perish, um, predestined for heaven or salvation. All these things, all these promises were granted to everyone who prays the rosary. So I'm just trying to stress and give more examples of why you should pray the rosary. Um, I hope you understand and give this a thought, and really contemplate the rosary as a tool for you to live a more fuller life, and also to pass on and go to heaven, having salvation. So I want to thank you for listening to my video, and if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them. And as always, God bless.